Guys, the prompt is the next thing. If you're not on, get on, okay?
So, what are some of the challenges that you have faced? Like with this new tribe bay. Because you talked about the having problems with the agency, and then now how about with this website right now? What are some of the challenges you face, and how do you try to manage them or fight them?
Uh, some of the challenges we're facing right now, I would say, is um, basically changing the perception of our customers. Because, like I said, when we previously talked, um, what Tribit does is we get a system and we change it to become a beta system, right? So now sometimes the system that we're changing is working quite well already. We're just trying to make it even better. But then customers would say, I'm already comfortable with this type of system. Okay, it's okay for me. I'm not having any trouble. But then to tell them that, okay, I know you're comfortable, but once you try this system, this other system that we're bringing up to you, it's going to be it's going to be groundbreaking. You know what I'm getting? Earthquake and like you're not going to want to go back to the system that you're comfortable with right now.
Sure.
So um telling changing perception right now is kind of like the challenge we're going through. And basically it all comes down to marketing and how we brand ourselves again and how we bring ourselves to the market. But it's being done, it's just being done a bit slower than I wanted to. And that's the main challenge we're going through at the moment.
All right, So I have a curious question, right? Because I'm not really sure on. So, like, let's say you said you have a marketing and you also have a selling person. So, what is the difference between those two? Because marketing, yeah, it's how the product look like, but selling is also kind of the same thing. How do you look at it?
Okay, so yeah, marketing, selling, I would say selling is part of marketing, right? But when I say we've got a marketing guy, well, he generally brings up the whole strategy of how we're going to, because marketing is an exchange of value, right? You're
Mhm.
giving, you're giving your customer whatever service that the organization is providing, and they give you their money for it, right? So the way the way the way the strategy is going to come out. So marketing can say, okay, selling, you're going to sell to this specific type of niche, right? So marketing is like the overall structure, like the person who's in charge of marketing creates the overall strategy, and then selling is just carrying out that strategy in its own environment. Because marketing also has the advertisement part of it. It's also got the how the public looks at you, public relations and all that. So selling is just part of the marketing. So when I say sales, it's the guy who's now undertaking, because like for example, right, the first strategy as marketing that was put in place is, okay, people don't know Tribe, so we're going to do these cold calls, right? So now the selling team had to now carry out that marketing strategy to do those sales calls. So it's basically really not the same. Sales is part of marketing, but marketing is a part of a bigger picture.
Okay, now that does make sense. So obviously you don't just wake up and know all this knowledge. So how has research helped you to, be where you are, and what are some of the things that you had to consider, like in terms of obtaining knowledge to get where you are now? Did you read books, take courses, or what is happening exactly?
Um, so basically, almost everything that has had to do with Tribe, I
Mhm,
had to learn for myself.
mhm,
For example, programming, right? Because I did say in our last conversation that I had to edit the real estate code to make to make it suitable branding code, that the branding website that we now wanted to have. So it's just understanding how that code works. So I had to learn programming. I also had to learn how to make code calls, right? I also had to learn how to have certain marketing strategies. Now, how I did all this was um, part of it was actually going out there to learn all this stuff. Like for example, I learned code course selling through Skillshare as well as programming. I had to like buy a course on Skillshare and also do YouTube videos and all that. In terms of marketing, it was basically experience. So you try this out, you see it's not working. You ask someone who's got experience in marketing. You ask them, okay, I tried this out. How come it didn't work? They tell you where your problem was. Like for example, I'll give you the scenario of when we first came into the market with the new brand strategy. Our price was a bit set at premium, right? It was a bit costly, and we're not receiving so much of the sales. And then I asked my mom used to work for a certain company, and I'm actually friends now with our previous boss. So I asked him, and he told me, "You're new to the market. You can't set like you have to use a penetration type of pricing. You have to set your price a bit low so that people can get used to it and all that." And then we tried that system out, and it actually did very well for us. So as you can see, for the marketing, it's kind of like experience. Although it would work better, yes, if we already had someone with all that experience and then just run us through the whole thing. But basically, you learn more stuff if you're eager to learn and you're not giving up. Because we could have easily given up on the part where we're not receiving so much of the sales, and we say, this isn't working out. Let's try something else. No, you have to keep going, seek out help on what you want to work out should work out. So just have that eagerness to make what you're doing work out in the end.
So in short, on top of doing research, experience is the best teacher, right?
Basically.
So yeah, so you talked about transportation, right? So like, how does this transportation sector of your company work? Like, do you have vehicles that do that, or like, do you hire? How does that work? And then, do you also plan on doing worldwide shipping of products and stuff?
So the way the transportation works is we basically have a third party to it, right? So every time we're charging a customer for like delivery, we also put another price on top of what, because we basically don't even get much from it. We get like a good 5% out of that delivery. Most of that delivery money is actually going to like the third party who is actually going to pick up and then make those deliveries. So it's more of like it's free for all, right? Anyone can decide to make a delivery for Tribe. All you have to do is apply. There's actually a whole. We're just trying to make it automatic now because right now it's a bit on the manual side, and that's why not a lot of people know about it. But the delivery, the way transportation is done is think of like Uber, right? Anyone who's got a vehicle can register and then um, do that service for someone else, right? So anyone who's got like the energy to make a quick buck and want to make a delivery can apply, and then that's how it works for us as well.
Oh, that's very good. So obviously that's within the country, but do you have any plans of going outside?
Oh, very much actually. So we really want to, because we've received some orders from outside, and when those orders came in, we had to use like a transportation company such as like FedEx, DHL, Mercury, and all those. And for now, that's how we're working. But in the future, we plan on entering that market as well, the logistics market. Hopefully, the way we've started is on a small scale. People can register to be delivery guys and all that, but we want that to increase. So that's like a growing plan as well, and it's a way of us to slowly enter the logistics market, and then we can build worldwide from there.
Okay, that's good. So what products have been successful on your site?
I would say the most successful product we've had is the brand Lombeposa. Lombeposa's brand has been major. It's been a very good success. Especially her previous brand, the Dombi Shop. She had a brand called Dombi Shop. That was, I think, last year. It did very well. I think it had over like 100 sales, over like 50 to 100 sales in a month, just within like a certain area, which is very good for someone who's just started a brand. So I think it's also because she's a very big YouTuber, and she's got a lot of fans out there. So the whole aspect of her starting a brand was like very exciting for her fans, and it enticed them to like order a lot of her shirts. So I think that would be I would say in terms of sales, that would be the most successful.
All right, that's good. So, what other services do you provide as TribeBay, and also, what other opportunities can people look forward to, like in terms of maybe want to working with you and stuff like that?
Okay, so in terms of other services we provide, we are now providing a digital ticket system. It works in a way that you can order a ticket for any event, or an event that someone listed on TribeBay. Like let's say there was a party called Blacklight happening on Saturday, right? And you can now, and that Blacklight party is listed on the TribeBay website. So now we're making this thing where you can now order your ticket online and from anywhere, right? Like I said, we like to cut out the hard process and make it simple. So now you can order your ticket, and when you order your ticket, the ticket is sent to your phone via email. So it's your choice whether you want to print it out or have it kept on your phone, in a way that when you go to that event, the ticket has like a QR code on it. So when you go to that event, the door bouncer is going to like scan your ticket, the QR code on your ticket, just to confirm that it's you. Also, the QR code is meant to avoid people sharing the ticket digitally from one person to another. So that's a new service that we're offering. And what was the other question again?
So it is what other services and what other opportunities are we looking forward to, like in terms of people who want to work with you?
Okay, so the other opportunities, basically we're looking forward to work with people who've got like a technological background, who know how to program, because most of the products that we want to, or the product line that we want to have, is based around a technological side. Because like I said, we're trying to ease people's lives in the community, and the best way to do that is through technology. So basically, if you've got like a technological background, you know how to program, you know how to code, we'll very much look forward to working with you, because we've got like a whole lot of product ideas that we want to put into action. Of course, we're putting it out there slowly, because we need to take advantage of one thing and then go to the next, take advantage of that other thing. When you've got the resources to take advantage of 3 or more things, that's when you can be able to do that. But right now, we're not there yet. So basically, if you've got that programming background, would very much look forward to working with you.
Okay. So like let's say someone doesn't have a product, right? But then like let's say they want to promote their YouTube channel or certain links. Can they do that?
If you want to promote your YouTube channel, so that's a very good question. Actually, our next product is based on the fact that we'll be able to promote, because there are a lot of YouTube channels. They say like a very good trend happening within the country right now. There are a lot of YouTubers that are coming up, and we're trying to find a way in which we can embed that link into whatever is like, we can create a category for them. For example, let me give an example of you, for example, right? So we create a category for you, and then in that category, we've got we've got like amount of videos that you want to put there. And then those videos are basically just links to your YouTube channel. So when someone clicks on it, it's going to take you to your YouTube channel. But like, you've got a category there with a list, or rather certain playlist of different subjects that people can easily look forward to. So it's something that's in the planning phase. We're trying to see how best we can do it, but it's definitely one of our goals as well.
Whenever you do, let me know, right? I'll be one of your first, people. And so like, let's say if you could share, like you can say yes or no. How much traffic do you get, like let's say per month right now? Because I know it's still increasing, but how much traffic would you say you get right now?
I'll be honest, I haven't really seen the traffic lately, but I can give you the traffic that we had in, that should have been, when this is June, May, March, April, May, June, in April. Yeah, in April, the month of April, we had about 4,000 something visitations with a conversion rate of 5%.
Okay.
So a conversion rate, yeah, of 5%, meaning of the 4,000, how many actually bought, like, because you've got this amount of people who are visiting your website, but then how many from that amount of people actually bought? So the conversion rate of 5%.
Okay, thank you for telling me that. I did not know what you meant. And just before you go, what advice can you give to people who are trying to follow their passion, or just do something unique?
I think the biggest thing should be, your passion has to be bigger than you, so to say, because that's what's actually going to keep you moving forward with it, right? If you've got, like, your passion should be able to do something for others as well. Because when you're doing something for others, you're leaving a mark on this earth. Me and you won't be here forever. So when you get to this, when you do something big for other people, you get to leave your name implanted on the earth. And people get to remember you for most people get remembered for the things they did for other people rather than the things they did for themselves. So that's because when you're doing things to help other people, or rather when you're doing things to help to have a legacy, it becomes bigger than you, and it pushes you forward to continue even in hard times. So whatever you're doing, I think it should be bigger. It should be bigger than you.
All right. Those are very wise words. Where can people reach you and the company?
So we've got our Instagram page, Try Visit them on, yeah, that's our Instagram page, or on Facebook as well, Tribe. If you wanted to contact Tribe, right on the website, there's a WhatsApp link that helps you communicate with customer care. Our email is also there, tribe@outlook.com. So all the information on how to contact, because I'm normally contacted through Tribe. So all the information is also on our website. So if you wanted to contact us, you can visit our website, www.tribe.com.
All right. And for anybody who's watching, you can contact us. This is why we are here, to motivate each other. We can never do this alone. And thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
All right.